Joe Hopkins here with another episode of Joe Likes Beer, the only show where I get to drink beer. So today I'm doing a review of Natural Light. Now, why on earth would I drink a light beer? I mean, I used to wonder, what was the point? What was the point of light beer? And then one day it hit me. As I was eating my pizza and drinking my beer, and I was thinking, man, I get so full. I get so bloated up. I can only drink so many beers, and then I'm too full to drink any more beers. And, that was a little depressing. It was a little depressing thinking I have to stop drinking beer because I'm too full. I've had too many. Not too many drunk-wise. Wasn't that drunk. But too many as far as, you just only fit so much in you. And then I thought, wait a minute. Is that the point? The whole less filling thing? Like, it doesn't bloat you up as much? So I gave it a try. Oh, yes, I did. And I could drink more of them. And now I understand the point. I get it. It's kind of like back when I used to smoke light cigarettes. What's the point? Because I'm an addict and I got to get the smoke in me, and the full flavor, it just at some point, it clogs your gunk up. It gunks you up, right? I quit smoking a long time ago. I'd recommend not smoking. I'd recommend not drinking too much either, but I do like the fact that when I eat way too much pizza and have beer with it, this beer doesn't make me feel as all bloated up. And that's a pretty good beer. I'm guessing this is Anheuser-Busch. It's got the little A with the eagle on it. Yeah, Anheuser-Busch. Okay, so Anheuser-Busch has way too many brands of beer. I mean, you got Busch, Budweiser, Natural, all these different ones. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good beer. I wouldn't think, hey, that's a light beer. Nah, that's pretty good. I kind of dig it. I think I'm digging light beer now. That's what old men drink, light beer. Except I'm getting old, so I don't know. Might as well go with it. That's a good beer. I was walking around my job the other day. Just walking around. It's like 10:30 at night, and up in the office section of where I work, there are all these offices. And I'm looking around. You got the cubicles for the case management, and you got I'm walking around looking at the titles on these offices. A lot of offices, a lot of titles, and I wonder about some of these, because you got case manager, you got the case manager. That's a thing. You got to manage the management, I guess. But you got Intel, investigations, ARPs, security chief, his secretary has an office, assistant warden, his secretary has an office, all these different offices, right? And I ran across one that I found particularly interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. See what you think of this, right? Yeah. This isn't the first one I've had today. Just letting you know. I'm not loopy off of one. It took more than one. But yeah, there was one that said management manager. And I'm wondering, is this a made-up thing? I'm also wondering, if you have to manage the managers, why have the managers? You got managers and then you manage the managers? That's too much management. But the management manager, I just thought, man, that's a management manager. How do you get that job? Do you apply for that? I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea until I was just walking around and all the office doors were closed. During the day, they're all open. You can't read what's on the doors. But at night, they're closed. And you can read what it says on the door, management manager. Just thought that was interesting. Manage. Man age. The age of man. You've got to manage the man in his age. Is that how it works? Man age? Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise goes on a sandwich. You manage the mayonnaise on the sandwich. There you go. There's a thought for you. I have way too much time on my hands. Way too much to just walk around and read what it says on doors. They were paying me a lot of money to do that too. You know, just read shit on doors. I was on overtime, man. Time and a half just to walk around pointlessly reading stuff on doors and thinking rather ridiculous thoughts about them. But yeah, you have your case managers, and then you have the case manager, and then you have your management manager, and there's a lot of managing going on, apparently, a whole lot of it. That place is such a mess. You'd wonder, does management suck? Are they just not managing things, or is it too much to manage? Maybe they need some more managers to manage the managers that are managing the managers. And that's keep in mind, management is completely different than supervision or administration. They sound like the same thing, but obviously they're different since supervision is in a different office. We have supervision, but we also have managers and management managers. And then we have administration. That's the big wigs, I think. How big are their wigs? I was wondering about big wig. They say big wigs. Did people wear big wigs once upon a time? I guess they did. That fellow on the dollar bill's wearing a hell of a wig. I don't understand the point of the whole, I don't know, wigs. Why wear a wig? They seem uncomfortable. And those powdered wigs. I don't know if I'd want a powdered wig, man. Wouldn't you get powder everywhere? I mean, that seems fucking annoying. Seems uncomfortable. How do you not get the powder all over you? Seriously, I don't know. I've never worn a powdered wig. Maybe there's a way to do it. I don't know. Just seems weird. But big wigs, and how big is the wig, and why would you wear a big wig just to show you're important? Is the bigger your wig, the more important you are? Is that how it works? But yeah, these are the things I think about while I'm doing my job. While I'm at my job, doing is a whole different thing than being at. I sometimes do. I do sometimes do. But usually I'm just there. I'm not sure how that works or why. But as long as my paychecks keep coming up, I'll just keep being there. I don't know. If they wanted me to do something, I figure they'd tell me. That was good. That was a good beer. I'd recommend it. Yeah, of course, I don't know if you want to take my recommendations for beer. I like cheap-ass beers. But I can tell you, if I try something and I tell you it's bad, it's got to be pretty bad. It's got to be pretty rank for me to not like it. So, there you go. That's some thoughts on life and a little bit of beer. Go have one yourself. Go pop a can open, right? Chug it down and feel better about your life. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.